everyone hears those same voices that the sky isn't the limit, or this isn't for you, or you'll never XYZ. But the difference between people that are a success and people that stay in the same place their whole life is just the ones that will move beyond that voice and move even while hearing it.
Jump, you're ready now. Jump, the sky's the limit. Jump, jump, jump. Leave it all behind and jump. Just go for it. Jump, if you can dream it. Jump, jump, jump. Together we can do all things.
Hi guys, welcome to Jump. This is Rebecca, your host. Today in the show, I invite my dear friend, Julie Farino, to come and just do a recap. She was there with me, and so we're going to do a recap at the Tribe Conference. So welcome, guys.
It was incredible. Just flying on the plane, knowing that we were going to hang out and have a fabulous weekend together, learning from the best and being able to relax a little bit away from just the hustle and bustle of life and kind of receive for a little while was incredible.
And not only that, just the fact that we just stopped to grow ourselves and of course, spend time together was marvelous. But we learned so much, and this is what we are here for. We want to go ahead and record this podcast for you that are listening because we want to highlight and just share with you some of the valuable things, precious things that we learned through this weekend. We just did not want it to just go through life without just bring this to Jump Podcast and just bring it to you that are listening that you could not be there. So we want to just highlight the things that really touch us the most. Can we talk about the musics that we made?
Which ones?
We made a music afterwards in the bathroom. We made a music about the plastic hair. It was so funny.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Let
me tell your audience quickly.
Okay, yes.
So Rebecca has this incredible gift of, it scares me, but it pulls me out of my comfort zone, which is really good also. She has this tendency to say, all right, here's a song. Go, Julie, make one up. And then I'll start just blabbering something out and something awesome usually comes out. But we made up this song.
Go out, you get a plastic bag and put it on. Yeah.
Remember? Okay.
In the morning.
So we're the silliest thing ever. So anyway, so let's go back to Jeff GOINS. So Jeff GOINS is a full-time writer that he lives in Nashville. He put together the Tribe Conference, and this was his last one.
Yes.
He is the author of 5 books, including the national bestseller, which is my favorite book of all times, which he absolutely changed my life. Real Artists Don't Starve. His website, Jeff GOINS Writer, has been visited more by 4 million people all over the world. So the guy is just incredible. He has what it takes to put together a group of incredible people, creators, and they did deliver the job. Tell me about that.
Yes, it was incredible. He had an all-star lineup for the event, and each person that came on, I was expecting really awesome talks, but I wasn't expecting to receive so much from these people. When he first got up, I was actually kind of surprised at how good of a speaker he was also.
You told me that.
I hadn't heard him speak before, yeah. But he had some really good analogies and did some kind of acting on stage where he put on different outfits, talked about insecurities that he's had in business, and kind of like the proverbial hats that you wear, thinking, I need to go impress people. So let me put on this hat and let me go put on this outfit because I need to make sure that I feel good about what I'm doing. And then let me go wear this outfit because I want people, to like me. And it was so interesting how he kind of encaptured the way we all kind of think and compartmentalize business and creativity and just life in general. So he started off with that, but 3 things that he talked about was the first one was letting go and like really taking some time to figure out what you actually even want and letting go of all of the ideas of the way that things should be, or the things that you think you should be doing. And then number 2 was leaning in and owning your weaknesses and realizing, okay, I'm not good at this thing, but I am really good at this other thing. And then the third one was learn to trust yourself and be okay with making mistakes. And so those 3 things that he outlined really kind of pushed me to the edge of kind of the thought processes that I've been having in business and in relationships and just in life in general. So
yeah, and I think he really pushed everyone into action, saying, hey, you're dreaming about the book, you're dreaming about the business, you're dreaming about all these things and not doing anything. It's the same as doing nothing.
Yes. Dreaming is the same as doing.
Yes. Some people think they feel like if they write it down, if they dream, and they're on the way of their success, but it's really the action of putting together and doing those things.
Right. And dreaming is that first step of kind of figuring out where your mark should be.
Yeah. So I absolutely, I've been following Jeff Goins. To me, he's a dear friend. His family is amazing. I got a chance to connect with this amazing wife, Ashley. She was just a doll. And I can't wait to have him at the show here talking about more of the things that he's doing. And, but so of all the speakers, we are not going to be able to go through speakers by speaker. Even if we do that, we're going to have to do like a 10 series show or 10, because there are so many, but let's just highlight the speakers that spoke the most with us.
Okay.
And let's start with Casey Graham. Oh my gosh.
Graham
that is credible. So Casey Graham is co-founder and CEO of Gravy Payment Recover and Customer Retention Solution for companies with recruiting revenue. Casey's passion for entrepreneurship and bold vision for leadership are driving force behind his energetic and engaging presence, both off and on stage. He had all that.
Yes,
he was very energetic.
I know. He's a business coach.
Yeah.
He owns those businesses, those companies, but also he's a business coach to other entrepreneurs and people that are trying to move out in business. But one thing that he said that really stuck with me was dream big, but act really small.
Oh my gosh.
That was mind blowing. I mean, that was incredible.
Yes.
So, and what he meant by that was dream big, but start moving in baby steps towards that dream. Like make your first call, like move out and write your first email to a person that you want to give you a shot.
Oh my gosh.
Make your first payment toward your website or
yes,
whatever the dream is. There's steps to get there and take that first teeny step. Dream big, but act really small. I loved it.
And I love that he said is dream to help people. I was like, my gosh, how many people just dream for themselves? And that has nothing to do with helping people. I love that aspect of him.
So good. Yeah. That's what he said. He said, entrepreneurship is not a fun gift for you. It's a blessing for others.
Oh, wow.
But I think the biggest takeaway that I had from Casey was, he was talking about a whole bunch, like his offering for the conference was to be the business guy that really has fun at the game of making money.
Yes.
Because he was making that, because this was a creativity conference for writers and entrepreneurs and teachers and people that kind of err on the creative side. And he was saying, I'm the money guy. Like, I want you to dream big, but your big dreams need money.
It's true.
Fund those things. It's not that, everybody else is there for the passion and he's just greedy and there for the money. He's really just saying there's a practical part of growing a creative business.
You know what? I think I'm going to invite him to be in a podcast.
You should. Seriously. I would love to hear more from him, honestly. And I know my husband, Jason, would too.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Anyway, so after Casey completely blow our mind.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so let's talk about Nicole Alters. So let me tell you a little bit about her. After spending more than a decade in the corporate America, Nicole Walters left her six-figure job to pursue a more purposely and prosperous path. Within 6 months of stepping out of her own, she successfully turned her part-time side hustle into a full-time business. Since then, she has built a multi-million-dollar personal development and business education empire. Come on!
No, and she had the most dynamic, energetic personality and vibe. I mean, she just blew the stage up when she walked out there.
I think it was amazing. Now, the thing that really spoke to me about Nicole, okay, is that she was not just so transparent, but she invited all of us to be.
I know, you are right. That is totally true.
She was like, I am gorgeous and I know my business. But then she will show little clips, the little videos of her being completely normal.
I know.
And make us all relate that we all put it like Walmart bags in our head to go shower.
I know. Exactly. I know. She was so relatable. And she had videos of herself just looking like she just got out of bed. And then you were like, okay, I just love this girl. Because she's willing to look regular and normal, all the while being beautiful and glamorous and a boss.
Yes. Oh, that should be the title of this podcast. What did you say the whole weekend when you saw somebody that inspired you?
I don't know.
You said this person is
a boss.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was so great.
True.
So this is some of the things that she said. Focus on the things that are going to improve you. And then she said, when people engage your product, you deserve to get paid for your gift. Remember that?
Yeah, I have that written down also. Yeah.
How many of us just give everything away?
Yeah. Well, that's what she was referring to. Oh, sure. You get the friend discount. And then, oh, yeah. And I'll give that to you for free. And, oh, well, I don't want to charge you too much because maybe I'm not worth it. And maybe you'll find out I'm an imposter if I charge you too much. And I got to make sure that I make it easy. And she was really, really good in terms of like putting value on yourself and what you're offering to someone else, and that people are paying you for the value that you bring to them. But one other thing that she said is, if I'm a business and I'm not making money, then I'm considered closed. Yes. It's just an expensive hobby. Expensive hobby. Oh gosh. I've had quite a few expensive hobbies.
Yes. Right. Because you're just putting your time into something that is not creating money anyway.
Exactly. And that's a good radar as to is that.
And when she said, why do you do what you do? Why do you create? Why do you teach? Why do you speak? And she said, because the people behind you don't have to go through what you did.
Mm.
And the reason is just why do we do this podcast? So other people can hear and be like, okay, I can do this different.
Yes, exactly.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. And she gave this story about her parents. Her parents came from, I think, Ghana, and came here without knowing anyone. And her dad was a taxi driver, and I think her mom worked in a restaurant business, or maybe housekeeping or something. I don't remember, but she got her education and then moved out into like corporate America, and then was making a 6-figure job, and then quit it all at once, and just to pursue her blog. And then she made like 6 times the amount of money just working for herself in just a couple of years.
She's a boss.
Incredible. Yes.
She is a boss.
Yes. And then that story about her
mom
adopting.
Oh my gosh. The 3 girls. Yes.
In the last couple of years, I think. In the last year or two, she adopted 3 homeless girls.
If you look at Nicole, you will say this: there's no excuses for you.
That's right.
You know what? Like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, my parents. Do you remember when she said that she used to sleep inside of the room? Okay. In the couch? She didn't have a bedroom. She slept in the couch in a little apartment, and she would pray to God that the cockroaches would not come over her.
Right. Well, she prayed that she would go to sleep fast, so she couldn't feel the cockroaches climbing on her.
Oh my gosh. So if you look at somebody like incredible, inspire like Nicole, you just think like, you can do anything. There's no excuses that you can have. You can jump to the life of your dreams. You can jump to your gift. Yes. You can jump to just be you, be bold. You know, I love when she said, I have spandex. And she's like, you probably are wondering how many spandex do I have. It's just like so natural being her. And if you listen to this podcast, there's many hints and of course the things that we saw. But if you just can think about, doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter how you look, doesn't matter how much money you have in your hand, but if you're hungry to be successful, if you're hungry to give and impact others, you can.
Right. That's so good. So good. Another person was Marsha.
Yes, Marsha.
Oh, yes, Marsha. She's on Instagram, she's at yes, Marsha. And I think it's a play on the term, like when parents say, no, Julie, or no, Rebecca, but it's yes, Marsha. And she talked all about believing in yourself and like believing that the sky is the limit, and turning down these voices in your mind that are telling you, no, don't do that. You're going to look silly, or don't do this. You know, it's not going to work out. You're going to be a complete failure, or just these little voices inside of our heads that kind of try to convince us not to go for it. And she called that the beast.
I love that.
And how we all need to quiet the beast, like get the beast to beast. Like, you can sit there, that's fine, but you're just going to have to move out of the way while I go for it.
And if we can just silence all our beasts. I'm telling you, for many, many years, I did not ever wanted to do YouTube or podcast or anything, because I always felt like the beast would come to me and say, you can speak this English right.
Yes.
You can do, who do you think you are, Rebecca? You know, like, or even when I invite somebody that is like a bestseller author or somebody like that is in the marketplace, the beast is like, who are you? You cannot, like, you don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yes. And then isn't that funny? We could all think, oh, well, that's because she has an insecurity about the language barrier or this English as a second language, but I hear the same beast, and I've spoken only English my whole life.
And you are an incredible singer. Come on now.
Thank you. But as soon as it's time to start talking, I hear the beast also.
Oh, wow.
So we just got to keep talking and move past that and just get used to hearing it and moving anyway.
Yeah.
And telling it to be quiet.
So if you are listening to the podcast and you're driving or you're cooking, what will be the 3 words of encouragement that you feel that you needed to hear today?
If I was?
Yeah, you listen to the podcast because you are one of my friends. So you are one of my listeners.
I am.
Okay. So what will be the words, the 3 things that you wanted to hear today and say, hey?
I think one thing that I would love that would really encourage me, let me turn that around a little bit.
Okay.
If I were to encourage someone that was driving or cooking today, I guess what I would tell you is everyone hears those same voices that the sky isn't the limit, or this isn't for you, or you'll never XYZ. But the difference between people that are a success and people that stay in the same place their whole life is just the ones that will move beyond that voice and move even while hearing it. So I think that is the biggest takeaway for me from this conference, and the biggest encouragement that I would give to someone else. It would be, don't wait until the beast is quiet, because it won't ever.
You're so right. Julie, it's a gift to have you as a friend.
Oh my gosh. It's such a gift also to have you as a friend.
And I was thinking about inviting you to sing a song.
Oh,
but I just wanted to thank you for these words of wisdom that you have, to our friends, our listeners. I feel like everyone that is listening is a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much for just showing up and do this brainstorm with me.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And also, I don't know if your listeners know, but you are a boss, Rebecca Flott, a total boss in terms of moving forward and moving beyond the insecurities and moving toward the goal voraciously, to the point of when I talk to you, you've moved 5 or 6 steps between the time that I talk to you and then I talk to you again. I'm like, oh, really? You did all that in a week? But you are just a wonderful, incredible friend. And
thank you. You're so kind with your words. I love this. You are a boss. I love this. And I'm excited to see everything that's going to happen to you, all the songs that you are going to make. Oh, we made a song for the Tribe Conference listeners.
Oh yes. Let's give your listeners maybe the challenge also.
Yes. Okay, great. I love that.
It's called the 90-day challenge from the Tribe Conference, and they challenged us that we would write down 3 things that we're going to accomplish in the next 90 days. And by the end of the 90 days, we are going to basically be held accountable for it. And someone's going to ask us hey, did you accomplish that thing that you set out to do?
Mm-hmm.
And so what was the song that we made up with that?
90-day challenge, 90 days.
90-day challenge, 90 days.
Are you doing that?
Yes, I am. So I'm writing a song a day. So I have 4 songs so far. I'm very excited about it. And
do you feel like as you're getting in the work done, it's getting easier?
Not yet. I think it's just the consistency that's getting easier. It's getting easier to pick up the pen without thinking about it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I wouldn't say the songs yet. We'll see. But
I'm excited.
Me too, friend.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for Jules. Thanks so much for being here. You're a joy for everyone listening to you. And thank you guys again for showing up at Jump.
Jump, you're ready now. Jump, the sky's the limit. Jump, jump, jump. Leave it all behind and jump. Just go for it. Jump, if you can dream.